everyone, and welcome back to Tiki Taka Talk. And today we have a very, very big episode on this channel. It is my official predictions for the World Cup 2026. There will be a few more videos maybe after this one. I will do my group stage predictions like a week or so away from the actual tournament. This is basically also an early groups prediction as well. Starting off with Group A, I think it will go Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, and then the Czech Republic. So it's a very fair group. I could see any of those teams winning it. In Group B, I have Switzerland, Canada, Bosnia, and then Qatar. I mean, the Swiss have great players, so does Canada. Bosnia upset Italy, so I think they're going to get third. And I think Qatar goes another World Cup winless. In Group C, this was one of my group of deaths. I have Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, Haiti. I think it's going to be a very close group, but Brazil beats Morocco off goal difference. Group D, I have Turkey, Australia, the USA, and Paraguay. USA falls to third in this very weird group. Either Australia or USA can go in the second place. I think Turkey is definitely going to win this group. But now with Arda Güler out, there is some talking points. Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Curacao for Group E. There's no doubt Germany is going to win this. And if you'll see in the bracket later on, that's going to cost them. Group F, I have Sweden on top. Even though they had a bad qualifying stage, I think they will top the group. Japan in second, Netherlands in third, and Tunisia, of course, in fourth. That was the group of death. All three teams could win. I think the Netherlands are going to be pretty bad. Group G, I have Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Belgium's going to win this group, and then you've just got three teams that probably don't even deserve to be in the World Cup. And yeah, it's pretty easy. Group H, I have, of course, Spain winning it, followed by Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde. Cape Verde is one of the smaller nations. Saudi Arabia can cause some big upsets, and Uruguay have some very talented players. Group I, of course, France tops it. Norway in second, and Senegal in third. Of course, in fourth place is Iraq. This group is also very stacked. And next we get to Group J, or I call it the A group, because you have Argentina on top, Austria in second. My dark horse of the group stage is Jordan in third, and Algeria, of course, in fourth. Group K, I have Portugal topping it, and Colombia, and Uzbekistan and DR Congo in the bottom. And Group L, I have England topping it with Croatia in second, of course, and then Ghana in third and Panama in fourth. Now, with the random round of 32, now I need to decide the third place team. 8 teams from the 12 groups are going to go to the round of 32. And I think, I used my brain to this, I made the likes of South Africa, Bosnia, the USA, Netherlands, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, and Jordan to make the round of 32. But speaking of the round of 32, there is some business to be attended to because we have so many matches. 32 teams fighting for the World Cup. And I will go over my winners. Starting in the round of 32, Germany versus France. Germany versus USA. USA, if they finish third in their group, they are cooked. They have to face Germany. And no matter of soccer fans are going to help them beat Germany. Germany easily goes through. France, Netherlands. This is a very decent matchup, but I think France will easily go through here. South Korea versus Canada. I think Canada barely edges them out. due to maybe like a late winner from Jonathan David. Sweden, Morocco. This is a big bang match. Morocco were 4th place in the last World Cup, and now they're going to this World Cup with an even better side. But I have a major upset. Sweden knocks out Morocco in the round of 32 and moves on. Crazy upset. Brazil versus Japan. I think that Brazil easily walks through Japan. Sorry for the dark horses. Ecuador versus Norway. I think Norway will walk through with Erling Haaland scoring a bunch of goals. Mexico versus Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, they barely made it this far, and Mexico they're gonna be showing off in home turf. England versus Jordan, pretty easy. England goes through there. And Colombia versus Croatia. Colombia could do something with James Rodriguez at 36, but now Croatia gets the easy win. Spain versus Austria. Spain, great side. Austria, not so great. Yeah, Spain goes through to the round of 16. Turkey versus Bosnia. Even though Turkey are a bit weak, they still have amazing talents, and I think they will dog walk Bosnia. But Bosnia have been beaten big European giants. Belgium versus South Africa. This is the second biggest upset, maybe the biggest of the round of 32. And they beat Belgium. South Africa upsets Belgium. And you want to know why? South Africa are a great footballing nation. They have a bunch of pride and a bunch of hustle. Belgium are past their pro years, okay? Besides the likes of Jeremy Doku, they don't really have much talent coming through. So I think that Belgium will be good in the group stage and then get absolutely upset. I just see a bunch of headlines saying, oh, Belgium goes out. The end of the era is here. Kevin De Bruyne never wins a World Cup. I see that happening. Argentina versus Uruguay. This is a big matchup. The two countries that are right next to each other. The two teams that were fighting in the first stages of the World Cup back in the 30s. These two teams have a bunch of history, but I think Lionel Messi will get this team over the line and send them to the round of 16. Sorry, Uruguay, but a bad matchup there. Australia versus Egypt. This is a fun matchup. Australia, they did decent in the last World Cup. And Egypt, they have Mo Salah and Omar Marmoush. But they're not really going to be very threatening on the defensive side. So for that reason, I think it'll be like a high-scoring 5-4 matchup. And Australia gets the win. Switzerland versus Iran. I think that Switzerland goes through here with their great players like Granit Xhaka. In the final round of 32 matchup, Portugal versus Senegal. This is a fun matchup. Sadio Mane versus his teammate at El Nassr, Ronaldo. But it's pretty easy to say that Portugal win this matchup. The round of 16. And this is where the tournament starts to shape up. This is the best 16. This is going to be crazy. Germany, France. Whatever you do, if France tops the group and Germany tops the group, they're going to meet in the round of 16. And I just feel so bad because I'm cheering for Germany. So now we have to finish second in the group or we're going to have to deal with France. And France win. I don't want it to happen. But Germany are not as deadly as France. France's attack is unstoppable. Their defense is great. That midfield is a little shaky. So Germany could exploit that, but I think France wins. Canada versus Sweden. This is probably the weakest matchup of the round of 16. I think Sweden goes through here. Canada's luck gets run out. And if it was Morocco here, they would definitely go through. I think Sweden also goes through. Brazil versus Norway. This is a big matchup. Brazil have the likes of Vini and Rafinha trying to get another World Cup on their name. And they haven't been able to. They haven't been able to pick up momentum. But now, they beat Norway. They knock out Holland. And I think that's a good showing. His first World Cup, and he makes it to the round of 16 with Norway. I think it's great. Brazil goes to the quarters. Mexico, England. This is a fun matchup. England trying to take the World Cup home, and Mexico trying to keep it where it belongs, trying to win it as the host nation. Very rare to do that. I think England wins, though. Sorry, Mexico. It's too much to handle for y'all. Spain versus Turkey. Wait, no. Spain versus Croatia. Dang it. And whatever. You already know Spain won. I think Croatia's too can't win this time. Luka Modric is past his prime, and I think Spain get the easy win. Turkey versus South Africa. I already spoiled this. Well, Turkey wins it easily. Turkey are going through Bosnia and South Africa and having to meet up with Spain in the quarterfinals. South Africa had a fun run, but I think it ends here with Turkey. Argentina versus Austria. Argentina with the likes of Messi. Austria with the likes of a painter. And I think Argentina easily go through here. They're going to try to win back-to-back World Cups. Switzerland, Portugal. Portugal get the win here. Ronaldo, Fernandez, Mendes. I mean, you can listen to that song they have on YouTube. Those songs are really good. And Portugal will face Argentina in the quarterfinals. And we will start with that matchup. Messi, Ronaldo in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. My prediction is that Portugal go through. The reigning defending World Cup champions get knocked out in the quarterfinals. And they're going to win the World Cup. Come on, Portugal. But on the other side of that bracket, you have England, Brazil. This is a very fun matchup. You got Brazil, a team that has not been able to win the World Cup in the past 2 years. You have England, a team that has won one World Cup and trying to bring it back home to where it belongs. And this is a very fun and exciting matchup. I think this will go to penalties, and walking out with a victory is England. England go to the World Cup semifinals. They are going there. France, Sweden. This is a pretty easy matchup to decide. Sweden had a lucky run when they beat Morocco and Canada, but it ends at France. France easily go through. And on the other side of that bracket, Spain, Turkey. I think Spain goes through here. Final four, all European sides. The top four European nations beside Germany: France, Spain, Portugal, and England. This is going to be massive. You have France, Spain, and England, Portugal. England, Portugal is definitely the easier match to get to the World Cup final, so we'll start with that. Portugal get the win. Ronaldo's going to a World Cup final. Portugal could win the World Cup. England barely falls short in the semifinals, but they will definitely be happy with that run. France versus Spain. This is crazy. The two best footballing nations in the world right now. France win. I know they're the favorites, but come on. France, they have to win this. 3 World Cup finals in a row. Spain, unlucky. But in the third place game, I think they will beat England. Of course, Spain gets top 3. But in the World Cup finals, France, Portugal. Kylian Mbappe, trying to cement his legacy. Ousmane Dembele, trying to show that he is not a failure and he can go down in the history books. Michael Olise, trying to win the Ballon d'Or. So many French players who have been great. A great song as well. France, 2018 World Cup winners. 2022 lost the World Cup. Now, in 2026, they are back. But they're off against Portugal. They've got a very solid defense. Diaz, Mendes. They've got Diego Costa in goal. Midfield, they have the best midfield in the tournament. Bruno, Vitinha, and João Neves. And at the top, you have Fernandes. Well, of course, you have on the left, Rafael Leao. On the right, Conceição or Trincao. But up top, you have the man that has never scored in a World Cup knockout, which will probably be broken this time. The man that has taken Portugal to many heights. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he win a World Cup? Can he show that he deserves to be in the GOAT conversation? No. France win. The favorites of the tournament get the victory. That is my official World Cup prediction. I'll see you next time. This has been Tiki Taka Talk.